right, you want to do the clap? All right, welcome to the 5,000 Units podcast.
5,000 units back in the house after a nice little delay there.
Little vacation?
Yeah, vacation. I had my 10-year anniversary.
10 years.
Yep. That was fun out in Chicago. And, yeah, we just been missing each other in the, passing in the night. And not really been able to get together to do this. But here we are.
Yeah, So let's just jump right into stuff we want to talk about. We got a lot to talk about. A lot of stuff's happened over the last 3 weeks.
Yes.
Just normal tech bullshit. But the first one was on our last podcast, which was it 3 or 4 weeks ago now?
3. Yeah,
I
think.
We were trying to hit 1,000 subscribers, and we hit it before July started, which was what I was trying to do. So that's cool.
Yeah, awesome.
And I was thinking at the end of the podcast today, we would give away that Keychron K10 down there. Keychron, if you remember right, we talked about them, I think, on the first or second episode. They're the keyboard company that came out, and they open sourced all of their stuff.
Yep.
So
it's all repairable, too, if you want to get
Yeah, you can get out of there.
Anything. Get out of there?
You can get out of there.
Oh, yeah, get out of there. I thought I was like, okay, get out of there. Jeez.
Yeah. So I think we'll do a giveaway for that. We'll throw out the email at the end of the show here. And
it's a cool keyboard, too, man.
Just to be a congratulations for us hitting 1,000. And thanks for anybody who subscribed.
Yeah, keyboard giveaway. That's good. Yeah, they just got to send an email, right?
Yeah, we'll just do the email at the regular printers or something.
Okay.
The next awesome thing, I don't know if about 3 weeks ago, I know you do a bunch of security IT type stuff, right?
Yep.
And so I don't know if this hit you guys, but it was 2.5 weeks ago on Windows Patch Tuesday. They just wrecked most of the 365 suite.
They wrecked a bunch of stuff. It also, on a bunch of machines, cleared out stored credentials for all of our locations. So stored credentials are necessary, at least in my job, for people to be able to access their remote computers and obviously their points of sales and stuff like that. And yep, suddenly just getting calls left and right, like, oh, I can't communicate with my machines anymore. It's like, oh, yep, all your stored credentials have been deleted. Thank you, Windows.
My personal Excel couldn't open.
Yeah,
that was the one I ran into, and then our actual Outlook at work was just
borked.
Yeah, it was stuff wasn't showing up. It would show up on my phone, but not in my inbox. And then it all seemed to go away next Tuesday when they repatched.
Yeah, luckily it didn't hit me too bad on my personal machines, but
it wasn't bad, but it seemed really dumb.
Yeah, they have a way about them that just releasing a patch untested, especially tested against something like, I don't know, your main product, like Office 365 suite.
Oh gosh, yeah. Is it vibe coding?
It might be. Yeah, because I know there's a bunch of different development teams over at Microsoft working on different products and stuff, and security is their own development team. So I don't think maybe there's a lack of communication between these dev teams that needs to be worked out so that this kind of stuff does not happen. Yeah, I just can't believe it just deleted stored credentials, because that's a crazy one. Just all your passwords that you have for your other machines, passwords and addresses for the machines.
So on a related Microsoft isn't so great topic, and this is my surprise topic for you. And I first heard about it from our favorite hardware YouTuber, Steve from Gamers Nexus.
Yeah,
he did a special on it, and then it blew up quite a bit, and that is LG monitors right now.
What about them?
And I thought of you immediately because I remember you had just bought one. So they've got this new great little dance they do. So you hook up LG monitor. LG monitor says, "Hey, here I am." Windows says, "Oh, let me go get a driver." Goes and gets the LG driver. The LG driver then comes in, instructs Windows to go download software as an update. LG software.
Okay.
Right? The software then downloads. You don't get told about any of this, right? and gives you pop-ups.
Bloatware ad.
Bloatware through drivers.
Oh my god.
and guess what it's for? It's for the best possible company. The one of the companies that
some gambling company?
No. A company that specifically tries to stop this stuff from happening to you.
Oh.
McAfee. So the LG driver gives you bloatware that advertises for McAfee.
Great.
It's awesome.
Perfect. Luckily, I didn't, I installed this, or plugged in my LG Ultra Gear a while back. But yeah, I got a 27
it doesn't matter. It's happening on ones that are up to 3 years old.
Really?
And I think they're all Ultra Gears.
That sucks. I'll have to keep an eye out for that because I did actually do some bloatware stuff on that machine to stop automatic background installs and stuff from happening. So I might have actually already prevented that from being able to happen on my machine. But
do not buy LG's spyware monitors.
That sucks. I like the monitor.
No,
too.
It's a good monitor. That was my monitor before this. I got an Alienware one here, and Will's still got one out there.
Yeah,
he's got the secondary one. Yeah, they're good monitors. That's the shitty part. That's also the shitty part of this TV. So in the same week, LG also they were like, let's double down on this awesome. Did you see what just happened? That was not scripted.
That's funny.
This TV was off.
That is funny. Yeah.
So they released
suddenly voice commands are just like turned on, and you never turned them on. Like to turn.
Oh, it's way worse than that.
Okay.
So they updated their terms of service that included the craziest language that now, in their terms of service, I have to agree to letting you know, and that I may be recording in my house because it may be illegal in my state to record you without your knowledge.
With what states that aren't one-party consent?
Yeah. So now my TV may be listening for people who are at my house.
Michigan is a two-party consent law,
right?
Or a state.
So currently, do you see what's going on here?
Yeah. That's funny.
Yeah, my TV is recording you and me trying to figure out who you are.
Trying to figure out what we want to watch.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. I don't even know where the remote is for this TV at the moment. Oh, here it is. But it wasn't on.
Nope. Wow, that's crazy. I mean,
the terrible part is this is just a fantastic looking TV.
Yeah.
Like it was like a $600 Costco OLED, and it's really good. Like now I'm like, what do I do with this? Like I have.
Yeah, but I mean,
a new way to record our podcast.
There was a line at Linus Tech Tips, video a while back about just reverting and finding dumb TVs. So no smart features on them whatsoever. All I want is my interface, my ports, and I don't want any smart features whatsoever. I just want to be able to turn my TV on and switch it to the port that I want to watch.
Yeah,
like HDMI 1, HDMI 2,
insane.
Or USB, whatever.
I have a what I think it's a 98-inch Samsung.
Yeah, in your
upstairs,
living room there.
And again, super good looking TV, right? Shortly after I bought it, like a couple months after I bought it, had it all hooked up, it just took a total crap. And it's still warranted. Samsung sent out a repair dude really fast, really good, super cool, to fix it, right? And at the time...
They have local Samsung people?
They're local TV repair places. Anyways, guy shows up. The TV was brand new at the time, right? Like, so it had only been out months, and I'm just talking to the guy. He finds the main board and it was bad. He swaps it out with a new main board. Is all good, right? And he picks up the remote, and he can't figure out how to change to a different input. And I was like,
and he's a TV repair.
It's not his fault.
Yeah, okay.
There is no simple way to change inputs on that TV.
They've obfuscated it in the menu somewhere.
There's no input button.
Yep.
On the remote, there's no input on the side menu. Instead, they force you to identify what you're using that port for. So if it's an Xbox, now if you would like to go switch to your Xbox, you have to go to games, and,
Oh my
and
God.
push games and then select Xbox.
That's infuriating.
Right?
That's awful.
So you can't just like be like pick port 4 and give me what's there anymore. And it's been like, and the guy when he first was like, what do I do here? Like I was like, it's insane. It doesn't have an input button. And he's like, no, it does. He literally looked at me and he's like, it does. And I'm like, it doesn't.
That would drive me nuts, dude. I mean, I wonder if there's a universal remote that just does have an input. One. Okay, then his input button worked. Okay, yeah. Screw that, man. I'm not using your stupid remote. Right. If you're gonna get rid of functionality on the remote,
it's like insane.
Like basic functionality.
But what do you do though? Like I want a really good, really big TV. There's like 2 options.
Well, you got to get a dumb one. That's what I'm saying. I mean,
what is that?
Yeah, I mean, they're
a commercial one or something.
No, it's I'm trying to remember the brand, the company's brand, because they used to be kind of like a trashy TV company, but now because they're making like good
like
OLED, yeah, something like Hisense. It might even be Hisense, but now that they make good
OLED, kind of fits that bill.
panels, you can get like a dumb one that doesn't have any smart features whatsoever. It's just an old-fashioned TV.
For this TV, I would have paid double. For the one upstairs, no, that was really expensive. But
yeah.
But yeah, what are you supposed to do though? Now you have them, and this was fine a year ago.
Yeah,
now it's like
it's all the updates.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if you can just jailbreak your TV with a like a Raspberry Pi or something like that, and then just upload a new payload to it that just turns it.
I think Louis Rossmann has talked about that a few times. I think there was either a bounty or some people working on some of that stuff already. Because I think LG also got in trouble for this very monitoring stuff in Texas.
Yeah.
So, like it, but yeah, it's just so frustrating for just a regular person with a regular TV, like who doesn't want.
Well, can you imagine? Think about it. Like, I mean, we're tech savvy people too. Can you imagine getting this TV for your mom or somebody, and then just having to?
It was already so hard to get them to change inputs to begin with. Now you got to go like do the hokey pokey and then explain what you want to watch to your TV. Like, oh geez.
Yeah, because I can't. I mean, every time I have to work with my mom's computer, I can just connect remotely, take control of it, and then just do it without having to walk her through it. Can't do that with a TV.
Oh my God.
And she's just gonna be like, I don't know, my Fire Stick's not working. Like, I don't know, Mom. I don't know. We've got to get you an older TV, I guess.
Yeah, I'm in a. I don't know what to do, right? Like I don't have the drive to like go through all that trouble. I'm just going to have to live with it. I'm not going to go buy new ones.
I mean, I would keep an eye out for like a firmware update or firmware reinstall that you could do to the TV, because you might be able to do that. Just keep an eye out for your model number and firmware in Google search.
I don't remember if I told you the other kind of dirty trick they did about like 2 or 3 months ago, and that was this TV went from working just fine to absolutely not working. You couldn't do anything. And whatever you tried to do, if you tried to watch any of the streaming services, or you tried to have their OS switch to whatever input, it would say, oh, you need to update the software. And if you tried to run Netflix, it would say, oh, your Netflix is outdated. You have to update Netflix to watch it, right? And then when you go to update Netflix, it would say, well, you can't update Netflix unless you update your OS. Okay? And then when you update your OS...
That's when it gives you all that adware bullshit.
No, this is a whole separate thing before this. Then... You have to make an account.
Oh God!
And it will not let you do anything unless you make an account.
I don't need an LG account.
You do now. I do. I have one now. I have an LG account.
That sucks. I hate that.
So they crippled the TV with an update.
Well, yeah.
To make you get an update.
Again, it's just pure enshittification. It's just in every facet of our life.
Oh my gosh.
It's happening everywhere. And it's kind of unavoidable, but I'm hoping. So you can also, one of the other things you can do is connect to your gateway or your main router, Pi-hole, which can be, you can set them up yourself, but it's just a Raspberry Pi that basically is just an ad blocker for your entire network.
We might have to go that way eventually, because it is just getting ridiculous.
Yeah. So anything that comes up over through your internet whatsoever, it's getting blocked right at the beginning. All the ads, all the bullshit.
Yeah, that's like a whole like little ecosystem, and they sell finished ones now, don't they? Like
Yeah.
they're just pie holes. You can just
Uh-huh.
like buy them, and they're almost plug and play. Like you got to go and add some IP information or something, and it's
That's it, correct? Yeah. I mean, you could do it yourself, but you
Yeah.
can. But also with the price of pies, raspberry pies now, but it's still probably be worth it though.
yeah, it might be worth it.
Yeah.
That's because it's out of hand, man. I that reminds me of Cory Doctorow, the guy who came up with the enshittification thing and wrote the
Yeah.
book. And I remember I told you I read his book, but it was super hard to find the audiobook because he refuses to put it
Yeah.
on. But it was good. I did it anyway. He's been making the rounds again. I think he's another candidate for our like poster or baseball cards or
Louis Rossman.
yeah, Louis Rossman,
Yeah.
Leah Khan.
Yeah.
Steve has to
Yeah,
get
Steve
one.
has to go on there.
Yeah.
He has to have one. We should make those though. That'd be fun.
I think we'd have to get their permission to use their image, or
I don't know.
I mean, we could put a poster up.
Yeah.
Right. Like, hey.
Yeah. Just no. Let's do that.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Or we can use your sticker machine and make a bunch of stickers and put it.
Just start sticking their stickers on all these shitty things.
Yeah. I mean, but you might not be wrong about them vibe coding.
Yeah, there was a rumor. I think it was 2 Patch Tuesdays. Somebody said something. I don't remember where I heard it now, but so take it for whatever, that like somebody at Microsoft had claimed that they're like up to 20 to 30% vibe coding stuff now.
Yep.
So
I mean, to be fair, if you're just using the vibe coding for like the structure of the code,
I'm not
or
saying
something
it's
like that.
bad.
Yeah.
I guess like it's more a matter of like if you wrote the code, it might have taken you longer. But for some reason, I feel like for whatever reason they're vibe coding it, and then they just think it's good, and they're not like testing it like they would if you wrote it.
Yes, correct.
Like,
I mean, when I write my code, I run it on my test database. I run it on a backed up, production database, so that if it screws anything up, I can just roll it back.
So that I have to think that I think that these people are smart enough to know they should still do that, but instead maybe they're using AI to do that part of it.
Yeah, it's possible.
And maybe that's something has got to be the missing link here, because.
Well, the other thing that I can think of is that the ecosystem for Windows is so complicated with the amount of different hardware, the amount of different versions of everything that's out there.
They're so horrible. There's like 3 Excels and 4 Outlooks.
Yeah.
Like.
So it's possible that they did test, but they just didn't do full due diligence and test every single iteration or something like that. But like I said, with Windows stored credentials, like that's a key component of the Windows operating system. Like if you go to stored credentials or type that in the start menu, it comes right up, and it's like been a part of Windows security for ever.
Is that what makes it not Linux?
No.
So that when I use Linux, it's constantly wanting to permissions and condition.
Yeah.
Is Windows handling that for me, and that, or because I feel like that's the one thing that's stopping me from just going all Linuxes.
Well, yeah,
I don't understand how that works, and I don't want to.
That's only for connecting to a remote server or remote computer. So it just saves it, and you only have your stored credentials when you logged in.
Okay.
It just saves your stored credentials. So it's like a password manager for connecting to other computers, essentially. And when you log into your account or your
so it's different
username,
than local permissions.
Correct.
Okay.
Yes. But yeah, user access control, I just turn that off in Windows too. That's the thing that pops up anytime you want to install something. Like, are you sure you want to install this? Are you sure? Are you sure?
Well, the one that was driving me nuts was always the local network stuff. So when I used to have my own NAS and had my own video streaming in the house and stuff, like that was always the one where it was fighting, and even though you have the passwords and logins right, it would always say they were wrong, and it was crazy. Anyway.
Hello UK, what is this?
Yeah, a surprising amount of our users are either UK bots or from the UK.
Okay.
So I thought that was strange.
Hi,
but,
chaps.
Leave a little shout out to the UK there. It was a lot of. It was last 3 or 4 weeks. It was like 39%.
Wow.
And then there was another like 15 to 20% kind of varied that was Canada.
Okay.
So the U.S. is a smaller portion than Canada and UK put together.
Wow. Okay. But where are we at now? 1,800, something like that. You said.
Yeah, subs. Our subs were just under 1,900.
Okay. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. So we'll get up to 2,000 here shortly. Maybe we'll give some more crap from my shelves away.
Hey, you guys, write some comments on the videos.
Yeah. So here's that's the thing is, are they all bots or not?
I don't know.
Because we've had like 2 comments and a couple DMs, and maybe it's just a bunch of people who watch YouTube while they're working like me. I don't know.
Yeah, I actually, to be fair, I don't actually comment on very many YouTube videos.
I bet you in the entire history of me watching YouTube, I have commented 3 times.
Yeah.
Maybe 4.
Yeah, I'm just not a YouTube commenter.
Me neither. I stay out of the comments generally. I don't even want to look because it's usually the worst.
Well, yeah, YouTube comments can get bad, but I'll check the first portion from whoever posted the video so that I can see all the links to the stuff that they talked about throughout the video or whatever. But yeah, going into the comments is just, usually dumpster fire.
Yeah, it's terrible. I remember, gosh, it's been a long time ago. So like in the first couple
episodes... It's not as bad on tech channels because there's
sure.
actual engagement or whatever.
Definitely. It was the first couple, I don't know, maybe weeks of Mythical Morning when they started.
Who?
Good Mythical Morning.
Oh, Good Mythical Morning. Okay,
Rhett Link.
Yeah.
And that's I started watching Rhett Link from their awesome commercials. Do you remember those?
No.
At Red House.
Oh yeah. Okay, I've seen that one.
Anyways, so they did those before they had their like real
I'm
YouTube
Richard,
channel.
aka Big Head. I work at the Red House and I'm black.
At the Red
I like pumping iron,
Yeah, because they
pumping
were on like
furniture
Tech TV
into
or
people's
something
homes.
like
Yeah.
that as well.
Rhett did
too.
a TV hosting or something,
Yeah.
but anyway, I remember one of their first shows. One of them was just like, listen, just stay out of the comments. I don't ever go in the comments. I don't read them. I don't look at them. And I'm not going to. And then I was like, you know what? You're right. The
That's smart.
comments,
It's a good
they're
thing.
all bad. I watched the show. It's great, and I'm happy knowing that in my head.
It's just a way to maintain sanity. Just stay out of the comments.
Yep. So I live by that. Except for our comments. So I look at those because there's nothing there. There's nothing dangerous. It's looking into the void.
When the void stares back at you.
Anyways, so yeah, UK, Canada, that's cool.
That is cool.
That was unexpected.
It'd be cool to have, British coded comments in there.
Yeah, we get one person like post the Canada thing, and I'll wear my Canada hat for the whole next. Where's it at? It's up there. There it is. The whole next podcast.
There you go.
Next topic: new Zelda game. The rumors are flying. Well, they announced one. Did you hear that?
So yeah, I heard rumors of a new Zelda games.
So the one they confirmed, announced, and I think put out a little trailer for earlier this month.
Which
Ocarina of Time remake.
Oh, remake. Okay,
Yep.
yep, I did see that.
Full ground up remake.
So this is really cool actually because I never actually played Ocarina of Time.
I played it, but I never beat it. I think I
So-
got about halfway through the game.
I mean, this is a full graphical overhaul. This is
It's
a
a
complete
full
remake.
remake.
Okay.
Ground up.
And it's coming out on the Switch.
Switch 2, yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Well,
So-
that's cool because I'll actually get that game. 'Cause
Yeah.
I've been wanting to play that for a long time, and anytime I get an emulator, I'm just like I put in Ocarina of Time. I'm just like, it just looks so shitty, but it's fine.
It is. N64 has got to be maybe the hardest or the second hardest. Maybe Atari is kind of hard to go back to too.
Yeah.
To go back and just play anything but maybe the hits. You know what I mean? Like it's easy to go throw in Mario Kart.
Yes, correct.
But like when you start to go outside of that, the replayability didn't age well.
Mario 64 is fine still. Super Mario 64, but I've tried it. I've started Ocarina of Time like 5 times and never got past the Dooku tree or whatever.
And I think I have it on the GameCube.
Yeah.
And you can play that on the Wii. And so that's the last time I tried to play it was on the Wii, which was much better.
Okay.
Like playability is way better. But same thing. It's just hard to
Get into it.
get into it. So I'm excited about that. The other thing I'm super excited about, and so this goes to the new Zelda games. You haven't played Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom, right?
No.
So this is the hot take, but they are the best Zelda games.
No, I don't think that's a hot take, but it just depends on what you like. Because if you're in the mood for a more complex game, for sure. But sometimes Link's Awakening is just fine. Because I can play that at
It's
just
good.
at the airport or something.
Before this,
like that, or whatever.
Link's Awakening was my favorite game.
Yep. Okay.
It's the first Zelda game I beat.
Yep.
And I loved it. But yeah, so they are fantastic games. Anybody who loves Zelda should play them, and they're so good for so many reasons. You can play them however you want. You don't ever have to beat the game. You can wander around forever, like the way you play Stardew Valley, and just play the game and never feel any pressure. You know what I mean? Like, it's that big and that open where
Yeah.
I know a lot of people can't handle that. Like, they need the linearity, and if it's too big and too open, they get lost, and then they lose the plot, and I get it. But even if you go through that and you lose the plot, it's still worth it. Like, it's such a good, big, fun game.
I do have the game, and I have booted it up a couple times and played around in both of them, and yeah, they're obviously going to be great games. And I watched like Let's Plays and stuff with them too and stuff like that. And then I'm just so much rather end up watching someone play. I've always been that way. Yeah,
I cannot do that. I've always it's.
Yeah, like I used to just watch our friend Adam play.
Yeah, I remember John used to watch me play stuff all the time too, and so I was, man, I don't want to sit here and watch someone else play video games.
Yeah,
but anyway, so Tears of the Kingdom, they doubled down, essentially doubled the size of the playable world.
Wow,
which is super great, and I think one of the things that some people have definitely recognized, if you look on YouTube or look around, is that the physics engine in the game is maybe one of the best physics engines ever in video games, right? It feels good. Things happen good, especially like when you start building things and connecting them and gluing them together and stuff. Physics feels good.
Okay.
The climbing, the riding of the horses, all of the stuff feels really good. It's just a fabulous engine. And ever since I finished Tears of the Kingdom, I've really kind of had a little bit of a dark cloud over me because I'm like, it was such a good build, right? That you could make a dozen more Zelda games just using that engine.
Just use the engine.
Why not? You could still have the complete creative freedom to do whatever you wanted, make the game, you know what I mean? But it's just so good. But I'm like, man, I know Nintendo. Nintendo's going to,
they're going to read.
They're going to like take this and be like, that was really nice. We're going to put it up on a shelf here, and we're just going to go get a new bucket of Play-Doh and start over.
Yeah.
And it'll probably be good again. But I'll be a little sad that that was just so good, and the rumor is, there's no confirmation of this yet, is that the next Zelda game is going to be a continuation of Tears of the Kingdom.
And they are going to use the engine?
They're going to use this just like they did Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, and they're going to do a third game where they essentially keep the whole world and then add either a time travel element like Ocarina of Time, or a light and dark world element like Link to the Past.
Like Link to the Past.
So you'll have the whole world again, and then you'll have like the past version and the current version, or the light and the dark world. And I was just like so excited.
That's very cool.
Because I was like, I'll get another game with the engine.
Well,
it'll probably be twice as big. So all the things I want.
Link to the Past is also one of my other favorite ones as well. So that's just cool to reuse that idea. I know it's like, you're reusing an idea, but it's a good idea.
It's a very good idea.
Reused.
There's been not a lot of games have done that back and forth where you're kind of in the same world, but things are a little different for whatever reason.
Yeah.
Parallel realities or time travel, but it's a fantastic mechanic. And so yeah, I'm just super excited that that seems like it's be a possibility, because it just seems like such a smart idea. Like, why would you throw it away? And it's so popular, people love it.
Yeah. Yeah, so, the big change obviously was with Wind Waker, when Zelda Wind Waker came out and went to animation cell shading and all that, and I thought that was a great update too.
Gotta be a little embarrassed. I never have played Wind Waker.
It's awesome. That's one that I actually beat.
I haven't played Wind Waker at all, and I never beat Link to the Past.
Oh, really?
I played Link to the Past really far, but I never finished it. So that's on my short list.
Yeah, you should do that one. You should beat Link to the Past.
Yeah, I should. That's definitely going to happen. And I'm going to do it on my LG OLED. Because the reason I have this TV is for retro games. So
yeah, because you can change it to
I have gosh, I don't know where it is. I must put it away. So I have a retro bit that gives you kind of like the scan lines and stuff, and I love those things. They're super good, but they look like trash on LED TVs. They just don't look right. Even when we were messing around with the N64 one on LEDs, or LCDs or whatever LEDs.
Yeah. This is an OLED, right?
Yeah. And you throw them on an OLED, and now the blacks are black.
Yes.
So
the actual scan lines are differentiated between.
And the same thing in pixel art. On a LED, the pixel art always feels too light. I feel like, because the black parts of the pixel art are always lit up gray. So like when you're looking at like Chrono and Chrono Trigger, there's supposed to be a lot of black and little lines and stuff, and they're always like gray. And I feel like it really makes a lot of it look off, like washed out. And that's the whole reason I got this TV, so I can play my Nintendo games and PlayStation games and stuff.
You're gonna have a bunch of Zelda ads popping up.
It's rough. No, but they are going to literally record our conversation, analyze it with AI, and then you can sue me for it because I didn't have you sign a waiver first.
That's so funny, having to sign a waiver when you walk into someone's house because you can't stop your TV from recording them.
Steve was pissed.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah, I mean, we brought this up just to pivot to a topic I didn't have written down here. We talked about it in the last podcast, but I've noticed over the last couple of weeks, it has went full blown whole hog. All of our hardware YouTube channels are like not covering hardware. All they do is this now. They're all news.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, pretty much because Linus tried to do the he did a review of the Steam machine, which I want to talk about later as well. And also he built like a machine that was supposed to kind of replicate the Steam machine as well, and he got away with building it for about $2,000. But that isn't to say that his sponsors didn't give him some deep discounts or whatever, like, you know.
I think he's usually fair about what it would have cost.
Yeah.
So, because I think a lot of the times they cost that stuff out, and then they don't actually buy it because they have it in the warehouse. But yeah, I've noticed hardware in box. Jay's 2 cents has even shifted. I don't know if you watch them or not. I generally don't.
I do.
All of a sudden I'm getting it,
Jay's.
and he started like a whole news program.
Yeah, Jay's 2 cents hardware in box. I mean, MKHDB was always kind of just like weird reviews of different stuff, not necessarily.
Yeah, he's not really he's not really a tech reviewer in our sense of what tech is. He's more of a tech reviewer in, I don't know, more a layman tech, like
just, Apples and Apple products and stuff like that.
Best Buy hardware.
Yeah, basically.
Rough. Sorry.
No. He's. I mean, it's obviously better than that.
He knows what he's. I mean, most of the stuff he reviews you get at Best Buy, except for the cars.
Yeah.
I really like his car review channel. Actually, I didn't watch him hardly at all until he started doing cars.
Yeah. Until he started driving around like a demon.
Who does that?
That is funny that was like a huge controversy because he's like the nicest.
I know.
He's like one of the more milquetoast like characters out on the internet 100%. Too. Like
100%. Anyway, so yeah, hardware review channels are. I have had the same thoughts about building a better Steam machine.
I've seen a couple builders do it, and they were successful at it. And also one that I can't remember his name, but he did the exact same form factor and everything. He printed everything in the 3D. Yep. Okay, printed everything with his 3D printer, and you just made it better specs, and it was like same functionality, same quietness, but it's just better specs and everything, which is cool. But you know, I don't know. That sounds too much of a project for me. I just buy a Steam machine if I wanted one, really.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't. I mean, it'd be neat to have one. But I've always been super into like mini ITX boards. Yeah. And then trying to build little computers inside of, remember, so essentially, the Willet Bluetooth speaker. Yeah. Willet Mini ITX. Okay. So like you take something like the radio and you put a mini ITX system in there,
Yeah, well, mini ITX.
Yeah. See, like, can we? I got this the other day. Can we turn this into a mini ITX PC?
That'd be funny.
And then just sits on your shelf. Got some fans here.
Yeah, right. That's funny. But I mean, as far as the Steam machine goes, I did want to talk about it because it's actually not bad. I mean, the price is a little bit, $1049 for the 512 gigabytes, $1128 for the 512 with controller, 2 terabytes, $1349. They're not bad machines, and
it's not bad. I agree.
And Linus's review of them was like, they're not great gaming machines, but it's his favorite desktop that he's used in a long time. Yeah, I seen
that, and I would almost say sure, but like a laptop.
Well, he does use his laptop, but now that because of this, the form factor, he can just have it on his desk. It takes up barely any space. But now that he's a Linux guy, that's what's really getting him, because SteamOS is really clean, and it's based on Arch Linux and its KDE desktop environment. But that's the thing where he just found it to be the most compelling. Not only that, and the quietness of it, obviously, but yeah, SteamOS just in and of itself, when you go into desktop mode, like, this is a way better experience than Windows. All the App Store, Windows not bugging you constantly about bullshit, everything that comes along with SteamOS basically is really optimized for getting shit done.
Yeah, and I'll buy that take. And it probably, I think Luke or Linus, when I think it was on Lion Show or something, they were talking about it, and one of them also made the point that it may not be a good AAA gaming machine, but if you look at like the Steam most played games, and then a lot of us, myself included, you look at the games that I play the most.
You don't need a AAA machine.
I do that on my laptop already. Like,
yeah.
I don't need, I mean, I play a lot of Stardew Valley, Vampire Survivors, stuff like, I mean, like, you can do that on almost anything and it would be fine. Plus, I don't have beef with the Steam machine other than, I think the one thing that I feel like is a little bit of a slap in the face is they should have packaged a controller with it.
That is a bummer, but they had released the Steam controller a long time ago, so the Steam controller's been out. So they're assuming people that want this probably already have a Steam controller, and which isn't a bad assumption.
I did pre-order. Well, I put a deposit down on a Steam box.
Okay,
but they sold. I don't know. They didn't sell many of them. They were sold out almost instantly.
Yeah, so they got a weird way that they're doing it.
Yeah.
It's like it's just to make sure that it doesn't get sold by a bunch of scalpers and stuff like that. But it's like a randomized reservation order. So
reservation. So I put one in for just the Steam box. If I get it, I'll buy it and check it out. But the more exciting thing about, surprisingly too, usually I've been kind of over this kind of stuff for a while. It has reignited me wanting to build a small ITX living room computer, because I used to have where I used to live, I had a great setup, and when we moved in, I had this brilliant idea. I loved it. Marcy hated it, but was that I put the TV on the wall, and the spare bedroom was behind that wall, and in this specifically, a closet was behind that wall.
Oh yeah, right? Just turn it into a server closet.
So I just stuck a full. I actually bought an Optiplex system from work that they were retiring for like $30 or something. Brought it home,
nice.
Stuck it in there, and that was my Steam machine, and it was fantastic. It was great. Like, I loved having a Steam machine in my living room, and I played on that thing forever.
Yeah.
To the point, I mean, I played it literally till that thing died one day, and I was like, well, that was worth the $30.
Well, obviously, yeah, it was worth $30.
But. And so I've made 2 attempts, and I have not completed either project of building a weird mini ITX. The first one I did, I actually was in a radio, and it was in this weird radio I bought at a pawn shop that had a TV screen in it, and I did a compact liquid cooled setup where I even replaced this TV screen with like the fluid thing, so the
Oh, nice.
the window was for the fluid, but I never finished the project, and eventually those parts ended up going to a different computer.
Well, I mean, you are good, very skilled at 3D printing. And all of the specs for that case is online, but you probably want to make your own.
Yeah,
so it doesn't look like the Steam machine at all. So.
Well, what I've always thought about doing is using a big AIO, right? And that way you could run the fans almost nil, right? Like if you use a 420 AIO,
yeah,
right, the big Papa, right, and then the challenge you run into is
the amount of water that's cooling it down. You don't have to run the fans
right.
as much. Yeah.
The challenge for the form factors that I want is essentially I would kind of want to do integrated graphics. I wouldn't want to try to stick a graphics card in something sit in there. That's the hard part, right? So you're kind of want to run it. If you're not going to run integrated graphics, then you really need to get a short stubby card, which they barely make any. Like I think you got to go back.
It's unfortunate, because
you got to go back to a 3070 now or 3060
well, because
to get
all of those third-party makers are no longer making that stuff anymore.
Yeah, and they can't with the kind of cooling and heat and power the cards use now. They're just not. You just can't do it. So you can't get a stubby card anymore. So all your cards are 400 millimeters long. So
yeah.
I mean, you're putting that, and then there's the power supply problem. Even SFX power supplies are still pretty big, and there's
you got to have at least 500 watts or
again driving the video card.
Yeah.
Like you can run your whole motherboard off of less than 200, and if you're going to stick to less than 200, you can get a mini ITX board. I think ASRock makes one with an external power. Like you can use a power brick to power your motherboard.
There you go.
And then you could do something like run a Ryzen 70 or 8700G with integrated graphics. And you could actually make this thing really tiny, and I believe those even have SODIMM RAM slots, DDR5 SODIMM.
Yeah.
But if you can get past the power supply and graphics card thing, and that's what they did with the Steam Decks. They used a type of integrated graphics, and then they used a custom power supply.
Yeah. What was the graphics on it?
They're
GPUs,
their own thing, I think.
AMD desktop class CPU and GPU, so it's semi-custom, discrete. Yeah, so it's definitely.
So that's the thing that you're not going to be able to beat with form factor and everything is that they're using integrated graphics that also use the DDR5.
Okay, so it's a semi-custom AMD R&D and A3.
Whereas
28 CUs.
If you and I use integrated graphics, we're stuck using just the DDR5 with the processor, and we don't have a graphics card with super fast DDR6 whatever graphics card, right? Yep. And they do.
Yep.
So you almost, if you're going to compete with it, you have to put a graphics card in there.
Yeah, and that's the other thing. It's other than the one that Linus made, he just made a big one. he just made a full size ATX board.
But if you want to try to make something sexy that you're going to put on a shelf in your living room, like a PlayStation 5 at least looking okay, or the monolithic Xbox, something that's got a little bit of taste to it, at least. Maybe it's not everyone's taste, but something that doesn't look like a computer.
Yeah, I mean, that's up to everybody's individual taste, because I'm just like, oh, what's wrong with a computer on my shelf? But my wife would be like, no.
Are you insane?
No, we're not having a giant computer on the shelf, dude.
But I like computers.
But I like computers.
Yeah. They're good.
Yeah, you use them all the time. What the fuck are you talking about?
So I don't know what you can do about it. But
I don't know. Let me know if you get randomly selected for the Steam machine, because I'm curious, because I want to come over and check it out.
Yeah, I'll let you know. I haven't.
Do you have a plan on which one? Like, you're going to get a nice one, or just the basic?
I just put a reservation in for the basic one.
Okay.
So.
Yeah. Do you have a Steam controller? No.
No.
Okay.
I'll be honest. I have been a PlayStation guy my whole life.
Yeah.
And always PlayStation. Always loved PlayStation controllers, and when the last generation came out, there was the Xbox and the PlayStation, and I decided to get an Xbox for some reason. I don't know why. And so I got Xbox controllers, and they're the best. This current model Xbox controller is probably the pinnacle of controller design. It's just works. It's so good.
That's a hot take. I mean, but a lot of people do agree with you though as well.
Like, it took me, I was used to the joysticks being aligned.
Yes.
On the PlayStation style, but it's just better. I don't know. And it works, and they're durable. And I've also been a proponent of rechargeable batteries built into your controller, right? That way I'm not having to buy anything. I don't have to throw anything away. I'm just recharging those, and someday if they don't recharge, then I can take it apart and swap them out.
Yep.
Right?
As long as that's a possibility. Yep.
If you're... Also, now I can recharge my batteries in 2 seconds by swapping new ones in there.
Oh, that's true too.
So now it's like, oh, controller's dead. Now it's not. so yeah, and if you still love rechargeable batteries, you just do what I got the little insert and
that's
recharge.
awesome.
And I carry one with me in my backpack, and they literally they hook up to Microsoft.
So okay, compared to the retro gaming controls that you have, like 8-bit do or something like that, like
I would prefer an Xbox controller.
Yeah, okay.
The only thing I would say that is bunk is the pad's still not great.
The D-pad's not great.
Yeah, it's not bad, but the 8-bit do one is better.
Okay.
They definitely put more work into it.
Oh, nice. Yeah, you got your baby rays up there.
Yeah. I was wondering if you would notice.
That's a little.
What?
It's a little joke for people that are in the know. You got your baby rays up on the shelf next to your video games.
Yeah, that's where that goes.
That's funny. Well, speaking of PlayStation.
Oh yeah. The PlayStation hat trick. It's a couple weeks old now, so everyone already knows. But whatever. They in a matter of a week, just decided they were just going to kick as many people in the balls as they could.
Yeah.
So the first one was they closed the fucking Vita store, which, I don't know, man.
That's, that just sucks for anybody that has a Vita.
I do have one. I never bought anything on the store, though.
Really?
Yep. So.
Do the games live online, though, too?
Can you... Not that I experienced. They're cartridges. And...
Okay, but the store when you could buy them.
If you bought them?
Yeah, if you bought them from the store.
I think it's the same as the PSP and the DS and stuff, where if you have them, you've got them. But if you delete them, they're gone forever.
Yeah, because you can't log back into the Vita store. Mm.
So, but I think, don't quote me on this, but I think they are leaving the download up for a while. You can't buy anything anymore, but I think you'll be able to download your games for a while, and then that's going away at some point too if it hasn't already.
Okay.
I want to say that somebody had told me that you could still download your games for a while.
Well, that's at least nice that they gave people some time, but some services just have to be retired because there's not enough activity in them, and it doesn't it's cost prohibitive to keep running such a service if no one's using it. Yeah,
kind of. Yeah, I don't know. I have a lot of feelings about downloading games. It's when it first started happening, I was very much 100% just like, why does anyone do this? This seems so terrible. I remember I got a PS3. I went and bought it from GameStop used, and immediately I was like, I was confused because I bought some games and I never had an Xbox, so I never dealt with the Xbox store. I just had a PS2 before that, essentially, whatever. And then, and I just was like, why would you pay $30 to not have the game? Because eventually you're not going to like this game anymore. And now you can't just go turn it into GameStop for $15.
$15.
You're something, or you can't give it to somebody. At first I was just completely this is crazy. What was
the first one that happened? That was also was that the PlayStation Network on PS1, where you could download over a coaxial cable?
The very first one was Nintendo in Japan.
Okay.
They had a Nintendo game service. Then after that, there was the Genesis.
Oh, maybe
one.
That's what I was
Yeah,
thinking.
you're thinking of the
Genesis one that downloaded
Yep.
over coaxial cable.
Yep. AT&T hooked it up or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, there was but once I had kids, right?
Mm-hmm.
I changed my tune a little bit, right? Like, because I was totally willing to like pay $30 now for the game, right, and not ever get the cartridge and know that it was just up in smoke, just so my kids couldn't lose it
Or just destroy
or
it.
destroy it. Yeah, like because now like you get the game, Will downloads a game on the Switch, and now he can't lose the cartridge. And I don't have to worry. You know what I mean? Like, so I understand the use case a little bit more. Maybe somebody travels a lot. Maybe they, whatever the case, they don't want to have a bunch of cartridges. Sure, but man,
I mean,
getting rid of it altogether so that they vanish when the store goes away, it just sucks.
I mean, once the Steam store came out and basically, I don't know, changed the game for at least PC gaming, like that made sense too. I mean, Steam.
Oh yeah. I think that's different.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, my brain segments that off as being like, we all knew what we were getting into when we signed up for
Steam.
this. Yeah. Kind of like how
Well, luckily Steam hasn't been evil yet. It's still a possibility that they will become evil and do something bad, but they haven't yet. Gabe's been a nice boy to us thus far.
Yeah, thanks, Gabe, I guess. But kind of like for some reason, I also have it like split in my head that like I absolutely hate like the Microsoft Store, and I absolutely hate the Apple Store. But for some reason, when I'm on Linux and the App Store comes up, and I'm like, "Oh, this is nice."
I do the same thing. I don't mind the Android Store. I hate the Microsoft Store.
Yeah, but I don't have a good reason. So, yeah, but it is disappointing. So.
Well, so it's not even a hat trick because there's a fourth thing.
Well, that was just that was number one, right? So that was the Vita store is closing. Number two is Sony announced that next year on the whatever they're doing no more physical discs.
That's insane.
They're not going to release another console with a disc drive, and they're not going to do any more physical copies.
I'd be so annoyed if I didn't get to have that. Like,
I know.
I want Final Fantasy Remake.
Would you like to play Castlevania Symphony of the Night?
Yeah.
Or Chrono Cross? Oh my gosh, that's so sad. Like, what if you're not just the Steam machine? What the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
Because now you're just trying to be the Sony Steam machine. Yeah.
So they're not going to have disk drives in the machines anymore?
Well, they already don't. So the PS5 that I just got, I got a disc drive version. PS5's the base version already doesn't have one.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So there's an add-on, and those add-ons are always sold out. And this is part of the reason I just went with the Xbox Pro Series, because it just has a disc drive. I put discs in it. I buy a disc, and I put it in, and then I play the game. It's my concept. But so they announced the next gen. No more physical media at all from Sony.
Yeah, that's where you have to get your data hoarder groove on from, like, on the Reddit subreddit for data hoarders, and just be like, make sure that you're backing all of these up to something.
Something has to happen.
That because who knows what's going to happen corporate wise, and all your games get deleted.
Right.
The Vita store goes away or whatever.
But my initial reaction was just the obvious one, where I'm just like, what the fuck, man? Like, why? But then after thinking about it, it gets even worse. It's like, why would you even announce this?
Yeah, you want people to be pissed off.
Yeah, no one's going to be like, oh, good. Excellent, Sony. I'm going to buy Sony stock or something and get a tattoo. But, so why would you announce it? And then even if you decided you're going to do this, like, why commit? Like, what if in, like, a few years something happens and, like, physical media, like, people want it? Like, you're just going to look stupid. Like, why not just be like, all right, this is what we're going to do, boys. Let's just do it.
That's the only reason is it's a publicly traded company, and they're trying to figure out ways to get more money for the stockholders. That's it.
So this was more a stockholder thing. That makes more sense, I guess. But it's still at the same time, why go out and like make a press release?
Yeah, they should have been a private stockholder meeting.
Yeah, like who cares? Like I don't see the whatever. Yikes. And then and so for the hat trick, Sony's third awesome move this month was a ton of movies people have bought. So PlayStation, I don't know if you know this, they have their own streaming service. You can buy movies on there, not unlike Amazon or whatever. And then you can go on there and watch the movies whenever you want. They lost their licensing to a whole bunch of them and just deleted them out of everyone's account that owned them. So there's all these movies that people had bought that are all just gone.
Oh, you gotta issue refunds for that,
right?
Like they're not.
No.
Oh
Why would they do that?
Oh my god!
Not to mention, could you imagine like the? No. So then, okay, I like your train of thought though, right? So why is that different than from games? So if I own games that I can only get on the store, and then 2 years from now I can't get them anymore, should they give me a refund for that game?
Yes.
Yeah, I agree. But that would be literally every single game that was sold on the Vita store now.
Yeah. Well, also they should do the GameStop pricing for you. Be like, you wouldn't have got full price for this game.
Okay, that's not a bad idea. Maybe there's a middle ground, right?
Yeah.
Like where you're like, okay, you effed me a little bit, but at least I'm,
Yeah, that sucks, man. I can't imagine. Yeah, God, especially with rights holders, and that's always the same thing with UMG Music Group.
But they knew, but everybody knows better. Like when they sold you that movie, they knew that they didn't own the rights in perpetuity.
Yep.
They knew that someday, for some reason, more than likely, things are gonna happen. Someone's gonna buy somebody, and they're not gonna own that anymore. It happens literally every day. So they knew what they were up to, and they made you sign an agreement saying that you also understand what they're up to, but you didn't read it.
Yeah, no, EULA.
Yep.
Yeah, that just reminded me of just trying to watch Beavis and Butthead without music videos in it because of UMG or something like that. Like, what?
It's
That's
unwatchable.
That's so sad. You just took the funniest part out of Beavis and Butthead away from it.
It was that with these little comics in the middle.
Yeah.
That's what the show was.
Just like, okay, we'll just destroy the show. Which is funny because they are making new ones now, and I'm wondering if Mike Judge is like keeping track of like actual rights stuff and doing better contracts so that these don't get like basically like truncated in the future as well.
I don't know. You would think that he's got enough money to just pay someone else to do that.
Yeah, that's what I meant. But like,
that's what I mean. Like, he would be like, "Yep, I don't got to worry about this. Here's a pile of money. Make sure I don't get."
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's also shitty that this is Sony. Like, Sony is one of those companies like Nintendo where like I kind of just like Sony. Like, we're wearing Sony headphones and recording this on a Sony camera. Yeah. And it's good shit. Like, I know a lot.
No, I'm a Sony fan. I'm a Sony fan.
And they're just douchebagging it up. Like,
Again, so that's just like there's so many departments of a gigantic organization like that. PlayStation is just its own department. So like, yeah, they are beholden to different people and whatever. At the same time, I don't think that PlayStation is their main money maker.
I don't know what it is. Even TVs, they've kind of almost went into a niche flagship TV mode.
Yeah.
Like right now, if you buy the flagship Sonys, they're really good. They're really expensive. They have cutting edge stuff. The TV I bought upstairs came down to the Sony or the Samsung.
The most revenue from its game and network service segment. I mean, this is according to AI, so I don't know if this is, but so I guess it is the game service network. Because I mean, it's not these $150 headphones.
No, it's these headphones are actually cheaper than that. These are a good deal. I think.
No, I have them at home too.
Yeah,
they're perfect.
Awesome.
They're great.
What was I gonna say? AI did get me when I was doing that last edit job for the last podcast. AI kicked me in the ass.
Wow.
So I'm just running through the edit. What is the name of the editing software? I forget. DaVinci. Yeah.
DaVinci.
So I'm just doing DaVinci stuff, right? And you have to essentially learn some shortcuts, otherwise it will take you forever. So for some things, you just gotta learn a shortcut. And it's like, I had been a couple weeks since I had used DaVinci, right? And I'm like, what was like the shortcut to like do full cuts through all tracks?
A slice through all tracks.
And it's like Control X or something, right? And I was just like, hey Gemini, what's the shortcut in DaVinci to do the full slice and stuff?
Gave you the shortcut to delete everything and fucking
no, but
screw it all up.
Just added Shift.
Oh, okay.
So it was Control Shift X, and I'm like, Control, it doesn't fucking work. It doesn't fucking work. I'm like, and I like ask it again, and it tells me the same thing. And I'd really say, because I was like, that sounds right. I'm like, it's been a couple weeks since I've used this, but it seems right, you know. And I'm like, only trying everything and just work, and then I go and Google it, and it tells me the right answer. And man, she got me. I was really frustrated. I was like Googling why shortcuts aren't working in DaVinci, and then like,
oh my god,
there's like a shortcut map, you know, like you can go to and like set new shortcuts or adjust other shortcuts. I'm like,
well, one of those things that's actually, I know this is kind of seems like an old person kind of thing though, is just print out a like a little shortcuts thing and laminate it and stick it up on the wall or whatever, just because, you know, it's especially when you're learning new software, you're gonna have to use all of this stuff all the time, so it's just nice to just have it.
It was just a good example of it being so certain that it was right, because I even
it's like no, there's a shift in there.
Yeah,
like no, it's not. No, it's not.
Yeah, and I was so frustrating.
Have you been following open source at all?
So, it's funny you should mention that. I had heard of open source before.
Yeah.
But I never really knew what it was. You know what I mean? Like I had kind of, it's been spoken around my periphery a few times.
Yeah.
And then just yesterday, I came home, and Peaches and I had a long day, and I was like, I'm just gonna watch some stuff, and I seen a bunch of people posting videos about open source.
Mm-hmm.
I'm watching the open source videos, and I'm like, this is fucking sweet. Like,
dude,
I was like, dude, I think next year 5,000 units should go to open source.
I kind of want to go, and the thing is this is the third one, I believe, it's the third or fourth one. But so William Osman, I don't know if you ever watch him, but William Osman's like a crazy like kind of inventor, like a comedic inventor on YouTube.
The name's familiar, but
he's very funny, and he's always creating just like crazy random stuff. But he's the founder of the convention, and it's become the biggest maker convention on the globe, I believe. But yeah, I feel so stupid because I was living out on the West Coast, and they had it in San Francisco multiple times, and I never ended up going, even though I really wanted to. And I really support William Osman in the project, and like, so yeah, next year I definitely want to go, because I'm getting FOMO from all these videos that I've been watching because it looks so cool.
I was not familiar with it, and then I watched probably 5-10 videos yesterday and this morning, and it's just funny you'd bring it up, because I'm like, I'm thinking, man, we might be even able to do like a booth or something.
Yeah,
like
you, especially coming out with a 5,000 units product, that's gonna, like, you know, it's right up these people's alley too.
Right, I know, this is just the kind of thing. And then the whole 5,000 units mission, where, because there's, you know, I've got a few products that I want to do and a couple different projects and stuff, but in the long term, like, we're gonna need other stuff to make.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And the whole part of my original idea when I came up with the idea for the business was that we would partner with somebody, right? And like, you're so and so, and you're like, I want to like make this crazy thing, and then like, well, we know how to make that part happen, right? Because that's a really hard part that most people, like, if you're gonna make something, and like, sure, it's easy, you might be able to come up with everything kind of up on how to make it and even build a prototype, but like taking that and like
actually to scale,
yeah, and putting it on a website for sale where people to buy is hard.
Yeah,
you know, that's a whole nother story.
Yeah,
and that's Simone Gretsch.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that's a whole nother story, and I still think that's a great spot where we connect. and then we do something. We do the 5,000 units business model where we make 5,000 of them. We make some money. They take a cut. We do a cut to charity, and then we're
No, it's a perfect networking.
It seems
it's
to be the
literally-
crowd.
Yeah, it's the perfect networking crowd for our the
Yeah.
5,000 units. But also, it just looks so fun.
That's what I thought. Did you see the walking robot?
Yeah, there was a few of them, but yeah, there was like an
eight-legged one?
Yeah, the octopad one was cool.
That was good. Not to diss on the guy who did the floating one, but the 8-legged one was pretty slick. The racetrack that cooked hot dogs while they raced them.
Yep.
I'd eat that hot dog. Anyway. Yeah, so we should definitely, maybe tentatively plan on that next year.
Okay.
They said it's in July every year.
Yep, July every year. Summer, and they've been doing it. They had it on a boat once, or like a big, huge, like retired ship in San Francisco one year. That was pretty cool. But he's getting more and more. He's getting better and better at doing this event because he's run into hurdles. Obviously, this is a huge.
It's
event.
really hard.
Putting an event of this size together.
I've learned that from watching the gaming expo people. I love the Midwest Gaming Expo. It's the only big one I've went to, and a lot of people get frustrated with them because it seems super random, like the layout of the show.
Ramshackle,
yeah, but it's so huge, right?
Yeah.
And it's like 3 people who are doing the organizing, maybe 5 people now, right? And it is. I think it's the biggest one. It's not the most popular one.
Yeah, that's the
but
one you just went to with Will, yeah.
Yeah, but it is. I think it's the biggest. I think it's bigger than Portland, and I think it's bigger than Too Many Games, which I think was just last weekend. And it's they do a great job, but it's so hard to throw something together
the
big.
The scale of it is huge.
I bet you they have around 400 vendors. And then they have, 2 or 3 floors in a convention center. They go all out. There's got to be thousands of gaming machines there. It's.
Yeah, the logistics team has to be overwhelmed just delivery of pinball machines and stuff like that. And arcade machines. Can you imagine?
Oh, dude. Yeah, and then none of those are even on the first floor. So it's yeah.
But yeah, so open source, I think he loses money every year. He's getting better and better at it, but it's just kind of it's his love project that he does every year, aside from his channel and secondary channel. But I think that'd be a perfect thing for us to go out and do next year. Just get some tickets out to San Francisco or wherever they end up doing it, and talk to him about setting up a booth. Yeah, so he's pretty accessible too, as far as trying to set this up. So it's he's not like a YouTuber he's not a Mr. Beast or something that you can't get a hold of or something. But I'm sure he's got a small team. But
is Sauce Plus him?
Sauce Plus is also him. So that's
okay.
that's his kind of paid channel that he's kind of trying to make money to recoup his losses for
streaming service.
For open source, because like I said, he does lose money. So I think he started Sauce Plus for Patreons and stuff so that he could kind of recoup losses.
Oh, speaking of Patreon, to do another great little segue here. So, I don't really know much about Patreon. I've never done Patreon stuff before, but. So the other day I was watching Decoder. I don't know if you've watched Decoder interviews, and he's got the CEO of Patreon or whatever on there, and I'm kind of watching. I'm like, God, this guy seems super familiar. And then I realized he's he's one of the the guitarist for Pamplemousse.
Yeah, and also he's kind of a good guy. He's stood up for artists and stuff. Multiple times in court cases and stuff like this, but I'm not a Pamplemousse fan or anything, but I had watched a lot of their videos at some point, and they come up on my feed for some reason
once in a while, and it's all right. I like it, and I watched it enough to where, like I said, I recognized him, but I didn't put 2 and 2 together until he said something about it, and I'm like, oh, that is him. That's odd, but all right.
Yeah, he's come out against Sam Altman, his AI take are pretty good too, because he's like, for independent artists creating and
Yeah,
stuff
yeah.
like that.
What the Decoder interview was about was, what's his face from Decoder? I don't know. He's awesome, the host there. But he kind of called him out because he's like, you were on this show a couple years ago, and the one thing you promised is you were like, Patreon's not going to turn into like a social media site where we serve up different people to you that you might like and stuff, and we have like now you can come and get content for free, and we curate that.
Yeah.
And now Patreon's doing that, and the guy had a super good defense, and that was, like, listen, I get it. He's like, but our only other option is to be beholden to Facebook or Instagram to do that part for us, which we have been in the past, and now that they're acting like assholes, we feel like we kind of have to.
Yep.
And I was like, all right, that makes sense. And so I don't know. I maybe we should sign up for Patreon at some point too, and just because they do like a free, like you said, they're doing that part now where they just serve up stuff that's kind of like, oh, if you're into this kind of stuff, you might like this 3D
and
printing stuff.
I think basically what you can do, at least with the Patreon, you can set certain videos to be free for distribution or consumption.
Yeah.
And then that will be part of that algorithm that they serve up.
Because they didn't used to do that.
No.
And I guess I lied. Actually, years ago, there was one person on Patreon that I did follow, AVE.
Gentlemen,
niche,
welcome back to the shop.
random Canadian guy who ran this crazy YouTube channel where he just talked to himself and took things apart. But
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about Angry Video Game Nerd.
No. Gosh, yeah, AVE. I quit watching it quite a while ago. But he was pretty awesome. I have a T-shirt and a couple shirts. This guy, you don't ever get to see him. Uncle Bumblefuck, that's his real name. But he just does videos where he does a lot of teardowns of tools and stuff like that, where he just buys stuff and takes it apart and critiques how it's built.
Yeah, that's cool. I like those channels. That's good. I don't know, tune out and tune in kind of vibe for me. I'll watch a bunch of these types of things, or people restoring like old tools.
But I was like, I had his Patreon thing. That's right, for a while. But yeah, back then Patreon didn't do anything like this. So, but yeah, Pamplemousse. So there's that.
Isn't that a flavor of LaCroix too?
I think it is. Drink a lot of that Costco LaCroix. But anyway, so moving on to my next topic. If you're done with open source.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. We'll kind of segue into so we talked about PlayStation for a minute. So the other two big players, Nintendo and Xbox, also bad news. Just to not be outdone by PlayStation, Microsoft wanted to just slam their dick in the door too, and was like, for no reason at all, let's tell everyone the next Xbox also isn't going to have a disk drive on it. So, thanks,
buddy.
Yep. But in much sadder news is the Nintendo said the Switch is going away in 2027. So, the Switch 1, just the regular Switch.
Okay.
Which, I mean, obviously was going to happen. The Switch 2 came out, right? And the Switch 2 is arguably better in every single way. Like, it's barely any bigger, way better looking, fantastic machine. Everyone should buy one. But
I have a Switch 1.
The thing about the Switch 1 is, I will call it right now, is the Switch is the last console I think we're ever going to have
with cartridges,
with just a cartridge library.
Yep.
We're never gonna have another one.
Yep, I got all my Switch cartridges, and yeah, that's true. That's unfortunate.
The Switch 2 is already.
That's the last bastion of a cartridge or physical media video game system. Then
yeah, because the Switch 2 has already been. They already know that most of the games that are going to come out for the Switch 2 are bigger than they can fit on a cartridge.
Can you imagine still buying your PC games at Best Buy though? How much real estate those big boxes and PC games took up. They were gigantic dictionaries.
If you think of just AAA games, essentially,
yeah,
you'd probably be fine. Like, it doesn't have to be the entire Steam library.
Yeah,
that's another thing Steam gave us. So online marketplaces, That's one of the benefits to them. There's no size limit.
Yes.
Right? They can get as big as anything. It's like one of the big advantages that like an Amazon has over a Walmart is a Walmart still has to fit everything in a warehouse and then fit everything on a store shelf. So they're going to hit capacity at some point. They can't give you an unlimited selection, whereas Amazon can. There's no limit to the different pairs of socks you can buy on Amazon. Every single person who wants to sell socks on Amazon can. And so when you go to the digital marketplace for Steam or PlayStation or whatever, one of the benefits of that is the variety. There's no way that every single game on Steam could have been made into a disc or a cartridge. There aren't enough cartridges or plastic in the fucking world, let alone money to buy them. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And the prices would be higher.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Again, I've come around to downloadable games. I'm not against downloading games. There's excellent reasons. Small games, indie games, kids. There's a billion reasons why you wouldn't want to carry a cartridge around. I get it. It's fine. But you're still losing a lot when you take it away.
And it is sad. I mean, just look at your collection. You love this collection.
I do. I'm not going to pretend like it is like my favorite. I buy a probably an NES cartridge every week. Like, I don't know if you've noticed, I've got like another row since you've started coming over. It's just fun.
Wall Street kid.
Yeah, he's a good kid. But yeah, so that really sucks for me, like, because that has been, just that's it. I don't think we have. So you have a little bit of holdouts. So there is this. I don't know if you're familiar with it, Evercade, but the Evercade is a little system that came out a while ago, and they have a console, which is on the cover of this box.
Yeah, you showed it to me before.
And then they also have a handheld. And they are still putting out consoles for that, but it's niche. It's not mainstream. We're not, it doesn't have Stardew Valley, which is my, go-to. So, there's some kind of holdouts, but it's not really.
I'm sure getting the licensing for those is probably kind of a pain in the ass,
too. It is,
too.
but I have been surprised because if you check the licensing on the end of those cartridges, there's a lot of names on there.
Yeah, I know. Interplay, Atari, yeah.
Data East. There's a ton of decent-sized names that they've managed to get licensing deals for and put out cartridges. So that game is on that cartridge forever now.
Yeah.
It doesn't need a patch. It doesn't need a download. I remember one they completely failed at was the first Pac-Man. The first version of Pac-Man is in in licensing limbo or something, so they couldn't get it to be put on a cartridge.
Oh wow!
But anyway, so yeah, that's probably it. And then that's sad for me.
I mean, it's sad for anybody that collects games.
The Switch came out 10 years ago, just under 10 years ago, and still to this day, I think games have come out this year for it, so that's a pretty good run as far as consoles go. But
it's got to, it was going to have to get retired at some point. That's not. It's not odd or weird.
It's not odd or weird that it's getting retired. It's just the first time
bastion of
that we've been able to say like
media.
The next generation of consoles, there will essentially be no good physical media. It's dead. That's it. PlayStation, Nintendo, and Xbox are not going to put out physical media.
Physical media is dead. You heard it here first.
Maybe.
You've heard it here a few
times.
You've heard it here probably 6 times or
so. So anyways. Oh man, LinkedIn.
I mean, I haven't used it in so long. I haven't used it since I worked. I haven't used it since I lived here the first time when I worked at a law firm in IT. And that's my LinkedIn profile still. Or, yeah, maybe it says store check on it. But, like, yeah, I have not looked at LinkedIn. And I never found it useful. I mean, I guess for, like, marketing dudes or something like that.
It's good for a couple of things. One, it's a good place to like keep your resume essentially.
Sure.
So that's nice, and it lets you kind of publicly post your resume. So when you apply for a job or you talk to somebody or
headhunters are going out to LinkedIn, or
right?
Something like that.
If you're in sales, it's also very handy because it lets you see lists of people who work at companies. And if you have third-party software, right, like you like if you're doing sales, you're going to need a couple tools, and one, you need a tool that shows you who works where.
Yeah, that's
so
why
that
I was thinking sales and marketing.
And then you have
sense.
another tool that looks up their phone number and email.
Yeah, there you go.
Those are the expensive ones. But LinkedIn is a great way to make sure they still work there. Gives you a chance to like back it up, because most people are more like you, right? They're not using it all the time. But if you're in sales, it gives you a chance to be like, you shoot them an invite on LinkedIn, you shoot them a message, be like, hey man, I just sent you an email.
Well, it's just a list of leads. You have leads.
Well, it gives you a way to essentially open a door with a potential client kind of thing. Like you can be like, you can throw a thing on there, and then it lets them know, like, because then you cold email somebody or cold call them, and I like to do the cold call, and usually they won't answer, and you leave them a voicemail, right? And you're like, hey, Brian, hey, I just shot you an invite on LinkedIn. I seen you're over at so-and-so. Like, we make this thing, and I know you're the buyer there. We should probably talk. We're both in the same neighborhood, and I may be able to help you with some of that, So it gives you, like, a casual way to, like, introduce yourself. So I've used it for that before, but in the last, like, 6 months, I'm ready to just, like, close it. Because it is a dumpster fire of boomers posting AI posts that, like...
Really?
Yeah. So, like, because they don't, like... You and I, we see an AI posting, we just know immediately. Like, it just starts out like, 5,000 units isn't just a company that makes things. We come to work every day to blow the doors off this place. Like, we work hard in these 3 things, list, M dash, like that. And then there's always 3 sentences in the same length, and and then an emoji, like, and it's just, it makes you want to throw up.
I'm just looking right now. I haven't logged. Like I said, I haven't logged in so long. But I can already just tell, just scrolling through on silent, that is this on? I don't want to have any noise coming out of this, but it's so funny.
Like, we might be reaching the point where
this is just Facebook now.
Yeah, it's rough. And then there's personal stories, but obviously personal stories written by AI. Like, because the other great part is, like, you'll see people that post this kind of stuff, right? And it's like, I know you in real life, and I talk to you. I know the way that you talk, right? And you're not a poet. Right? Like, you'll see, like, Bob the welder, who just grunts to communicate, will, like, post, like, this insightful outlook on the current, like, demographics applying for HR positions. Like, really, Bob?
You came up with that all yourself, huh?
That's sweet.
That's really funny.
Like,
oh my god, it's just Facebook. That's really funny.
It's boomer AI Facebook. It is a dumpster fire.
Yep, last time I logged in was I got messages. Who wants to hire me? It's funny. Oh, Mark Pets. Okay.
Mark Pets.
Yeah, that's I'm not gonna say that's unfortunate. I never really cared about LinkedIn that much, so I don't really care if it's outworn its usefulness in the field. Because, I mean, there's enough social media thing. Like, that was the other thing. I just didn't. I always had a weird taste in my mouth with LinkedIn, because it was so heavily focused on the social media aspect. Even from the beginning, I was like, this could be a useful tool for, industry people and stuff like that. But
almost every place I've worked, when someone turns in an application, the first thing, like, the hiring manager does is go to LinkedIn and look them up.
Really?
Yeah. So there's that.
Okay. I mean, I guess it's still relevant in the hiring manager field.
Yeah. Like I said, it really seems like it's really more about finding work, but it's also just, like, scam heaven for that too, like, because the people realize they could prey on desperate people trying to find a job.
What else we got?
What do we got? Do we want to decide how we want to give away the keyboard?
Well, I mean, so I guess
it's a really nice keyboard. I actually picked it out for myself. and then realized I didn't need it because my lovely wife already bought me a keyboard.
Hall effect. That's cool. It's wireless. Pair up to 3 devices. It's got light effects. I mean, also, what are the keys on this? Do you know what they're?
Huh?
Is it cherry?
I don't know.
Let's see if it says.
I think they do their own flavor.
Switch is black special edition. Okay. So it's not cherry. Anyhow, this is an awesome keyboard. Aluminum chassis.
Yeah.
What? Yeah, I was gonna get one of these too. This was one of the in the selection thing for when I was buying my keyboard. Oh, Gatron magnetic switch, K10H. Okay, so that's purple nebula linears.
It is the latest magnetic switch custom keyboard, says Amazon.
Well, it's awesome. So yeah, I guess an email. I just shoot an email to printers at
5000units.com.
Yep. Yeah, and then we'll just like do a raffle. I mean, if we get emails, then we can just like
Let's do the first one we get.
Okay, that works too.
First one we get that comes in that says like I want the keyboard. Just tell us you want that keyboard, and we'll reply to it and figure out a way to get it to you.
Yep. Well, that's cool. That's going to give somebody light a fire under somebody's ass.
We'll
hopefully.
see.
Just printers at 5000units.com. It's printers, right?
Printers.
Printers
Yep,
at
we tested
5000units.com.
Yep.
Just email us and say you want the keyboard. That's it.
That's it.
That's all you got to do.
Yeah.
And if you're the first one, you get the keyboard.
It's yours. All right. I'm wearing my 5,000 units shirt. I don't know if you've seen this today. This is my favorite one out of all the shirts we tried out. The
the blue
5,000
one?
units shirt. Yep. I like the blue with just the kind of gold retro look. And I was thinking we should do a discount code. We talked about doing it on like a couple shows ago, just for fun.
Okay.
And then make the discount code something to do with the show, and then leave it run until the next show.
Okay.
And then we'll even make a little ad that this will be the ad. And we'll run a short with that. What do you think the discount code should be? Should it be something good or something relevant with the show?
Let me think. Cheap price, good gear. No.
Too much.
No, just 5,000K.
5,000K. 500K. What? 5KU?
Oh, yeah, 5KU.
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 Yeah,
Yep.
let's do 5KU.
Yep.
5KU, how much percentage should we get off the shirt? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40.
Calm down. Let's do a 20% discount.
20%. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. We'll try to get that running at the same time when the show goes live. It'll be live until the next show comes up. 5KU, 20%. Put it right in the notes. Bang.
Yep, just the letter,
nice.
just the number 5, the letter K, the letter U. Get you 20% discount on our store. We have a few products up there. If you go to 5000units.com, you can see what we got up there.
Yeah, the shirt, the hat.
The shirt, the hat. Provide a future maker with a 3D printer. I guess we can. I don't know if we can give a discount on that or not, but yeah.
Yeah, sure. Why not? We'll cover 20%.
That's cool. The canvas flag. Yeah, that's cool. It's a canvas flag. All right. Well, that was pretty cool.
Yeah. Anything else in the news? Anything else we want to talk about today?
Not that I can think of.
No. Did you make it to Rotary Sushi in Chicago?
I did not. We ended up going to a Mediterranean place that was on Bib Gourmand. It was a wasn't Michelin starred, but it was Michelin Bib Gourmand. And I don't know. I have to say I was actually a little disappointed. I was like, I should have just eaten in Chinatown the whole time.
I have more than once now stayed in Chicago, stayed in the hotel in Chicago, or there's 2 hotels in Chinatown, stayed in either one of them, and literally just eaten in one of the adjacent restaurants every day, sometimes twice a day.
Yeah, and it's great.
It's so good.
Yeah, the other thing I thought was funny, because we talked about that outdoor mall in Chinatown there in Chicago. the restaurant that we just chose to eat at, I was like, oh, okay, do you guys have like a Ting Tao, a beer or anything like that? And they're like, oh, no, this is all bring your own beer. I was like, what? I was like, yeah, like that's just how they do it in Chinatown. It's like all the restaurants, they don't want to have liquor licenses, so they just let the liquor store sell you the
I
beer.
had seen people bring beers into those restaurants. I just thought they were like friends or family or something. And later in the night, at no specific places here, I have also seen at Chinese restaurants or Asian restaurants, they weren't Chinese specifically, people come in with like a 6-pack for dinner.
That's a little much, but
well, I mean, it's just like well, I mean, like they'll be there with some people.
Oh, okay, yeah,
right.
yeah.
But like, they'll come in and have like beer, and I'm like, what's going on here? Is this a thing?
Apparently it is. I thought it was really funny.
I thought it was just kind of like
there were multiple restaurants that told me the same thing. I was like, do you guys serve beer here? They're like, no, just go get the beer over here. Bring your own beer. Bring your own BYOB.
I had no idea.
Yeah,
that's awesome. But yeah, that's kind of all I got. I'm excited to play the new Star Fox. And that's about it.
All right. Well, that was a good one.
Yeah, sure.
Love you. Bye.
Love you too.
Gentlemen, welcome back to the shop.